Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the Swedish Tier 8 Premium Medium Tank, the Earthshaker STRV 102. Now this is a Premium Centurion with the 105mm gun that you usually get on the Draugen, and by that I mean, you know, it's got the 236 penetration on its APCR rounds, it's got 210 pen HESH, and it's got 105 pen on the standard HE. But I didn't really take any because I just may as well use the HESH, the premium HESH, for that lovely 480 alpha and that lovely 210 pen as well, because it is beautiful. And it's a tank that most people earned for free very, very recently because it was very easy to get. And is it a good tank? Yeah, I think it's a very, very solid tank. Its real drawback is the fact that it's really slow. For a Centurion, it's not really got the best engine power, it's very, very slow, and that can be absolute pain. But other than that, the gun is nice, although can be a bit troll at times, but it is nice. And the turret armour is solid. It's your typical Centurion. The hull armour is not very good, but the turret armour is where it excels. You want to go get hull down, and then you can laugh at your opponents, slam the HESH through them, all that good stuff. I really enjoy the Earthshaker because of the nice gun, because of the good turret armour. There are obviously things that do hold it back, like that mobility, that top speed, sorry, or not even top speed, because it's got a pretty decent top speed at 50 kilometers an hour, like all the other Centurions. It's the engine power. The engine power is just yucky, and it really, really makes this tank feel so sluggish and slow. It's a bit painful at times. But once you get past that, it is a damn fun tank, and obviously the HESH is beautiful. Who doesn't love the HESH that the Earthshaker gets? Also, it's part of the Cold Steel trio, which means that for free that everyone just got, they got a very, very good crew trainer, because the Earthshaker, as one of the Cold Steel tanks, gets a decent silver bonus at 150%, but it's a pretty standard silver bonus, that for a Tier 8 Premium. But he gets a 175% Commander XP bonus. So he gets 75% bonus XP for a Commander. If you couple that with one of those 3-star Commanders that they've given quite a few of, and because the 3-star Commander in this game gives 130% crew XP, so when you are crew training with it, it gets naturally a 30% bonus to its crew XP as opposed to everything else. And then you couple that with some boosters, again, that you get plenty of throughout doing the season passes and stuff like that. If you couple that with like 8 times boosters, 6 times, 4 times even, you will get so much crew XP through crew training. It milks the crew training, and it's a very, very good tank, just like the Eradicator, just like the Demolisher, for getting these crews fully trained up and have it, you know, and therefore you'll be able to get pretty damn good crews. It's why I'm quite happy I got it for free for the free-to-play account, because that means that the free-to-play account is not going to be too bad for getting those crews trained up and then, you know, being able to get the benefits from having a pretty damn fully trained crew. So what do I run in terms of a crew on the old Earthshaker STRV 102? I run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Trap Mechanic, Situational Awareness, Steady Aim, Snapshot, Run and Gun, Camouflage Expertise. I run the Camouflage Expertise because I'm a medium tank, and while we don't have the best camo in the universe, I do want to try and help that just a little bit for when you are in the more bushy locations, and it just helps you to keep unspotted a little bit longer at times. Is it that beneficial for an Earthshaker, or should I say for a Centurion? Not that much. Is it like you must take it? No, not really. It's one of those that you could quite easily drop and run something like Rapid Aim to get the turret traverse to be better, you know, Iron Mace even, to try and help reduce the effect of distance on your APCR penetration, or the RNG for that sort of thing. You could run Armour Angling if you wanted to reduce the amount of damage coming in. There's plenty of things that you could run instead of Camouflage Expertise. I just run it because I want to make it so that it's just a little bit better. What? That arty shot, by the way. Damn, son! Leave me alone! And, yeah. And then all the gun perks, because like I say, this tank does have 0.35 accuracy, which is not derpy, but it's also not accurate. It's in that that is the middle ground, and you do want to help it out, because if this tank can miss a shot sometimes, it will, and it is pretty frustrating in that regard. So you do want to help the gun out if you can with the 3 gun perks. Track mechanic, because you are a Centurion and you are a big target, your tracks are very easy to blow off, and you want to make sure that you can keep the tracks, well, you can get the tracks back on quickly if you've already used your repair kit. And in terms of equipment, I run the advanced loader, the gun stabilizer, and optics. Optics to get the best view range I can get out of the tank, and with this setup it is 512 meters of view range, which is lovely. The gun stabilizer to make the most of the gun, and the advanced loader to get the best out of the DPM, because it isn't the fastest of firing tanks, so I want to make sure that my gun is firing as quickly as possible. You could quite easily, if you feel happy with the gun, by the way, drop that for something like the powertrain, so that you can actually get up to your top speed, or at least help this tank just be a little bit more mobile, because this tank is genuinely very, very slow, and that is painful at times. So you might want to take the powertrain instead of the gun stabilizer, if you can put up with the gun, that is, without the gun stabilizer, and that way you'll get extra engine power, and it should hopefully help your mobility just that little bit. Just get that little bit extra out of the mobility for it. So this first game, we are on Pearl River, and on Pearl River, we attacked down the 1 line. We managed to get rid of the tanks that were there. We had some awkward situations, like against the Bellerophon, who is just I think the Bellerophon is probably a better tank than the Earthshaker because of everything it's got. Like, it's got very good DPM, it's got very good gun, it's got very good mobility, it's got very good armor in terms of the turret armor is fantastic, but also the hull armor is better than most Centurions as well. I do think the Bellerophon is probably the best Centurion variant at tier 8. But it's a very, very good tank, and we got into a position where we couldn't hull down against him, and therefore he could just keep smashing the shots against us. But he ended up, well, we did have help from the T-34-3, and that meant that together we managed to take down that flank. We're up to 4.1k damage with 218 assistance, and then when we came, that was the other one, when we came around the corner at J6, I did not expect that AMX AC-46 to just be there. First time spotted, just going, "Hey friend, I'm here to kill you." And it's like, no, I don't want to die, my friend. And we, like I say, luckily the T-34-3 flanked round the other way. I just didn't expect the tank destroyer to just be sitting there waiting. It just caught me off guard. I was like, oh god, no. And I didn't take any chances. I was just like, you know what, I'm not going to feed you. I've got T-34-3 at your side. He's going to kill you, and that I'll make do with that. We get a shot into this P-43 turret, who is in this little corner, puts us onto 4.6k damage of 218 assistance, just looking to see if we can get the kill on this guy, but the E25 shuts him down. That leaves just 2 tanks on the enemy team, the heavy tank, sorry, at F, whatever that is, F4, and the heavy tank that just got spotted down in B7, but he just got shut down by the Charioteer. The IS gets shut down by the CS-53, and finished the game with a pretty decent total there for the Earthshaker. Finished with the 2 kills, the 4.6k damage, 218 assistance, the Ace Tanker, High Caliber, the Confederate, not a Confederate, sorry, the Sniper Medal, 1805 base XP. Pretty damn nice game there for the Earthshaker on Pearl River, and a pretty good matchup. But now we're on to the second replay, and the second replay, we are not in a good matchup. It's a tier 10 game on Berlin, and Berlin, again, is not really the best map for the Earthshaker, because once we get out of this little battle of the ridges over here on the 1-2-3 line, it's not going to be quite as nice, because obviously we don't have the hull armor. We have to try and make the most of the rubble piles that are knocking about and stuff like that to try and get hull down, because that is the strength of the tank, is the fact that the turret is pretty damn nice. If you aren't being hulled down in this tank, it's not going to go very, very well at all, because, let's say, the hull armor is trash, and the hull armor will get absolutely smashed by most tanks, and you are not going to have much fun there, because that's where your hit points will just bleed. You want to be staying hull down. I need to drill that into you guys. Stay hull down. Use the turret armor, as you've just seen us bounce the T-54 there. Was that T-54? 250 Alpha? Is he stock? He's stock. Yeah. You want to get into a position like this, get hull down, and then use the nice Alpha, because 390 Alpha is very nice for a tier 8 tank, and just keep consistently pushing out damage. And then when you know you're against a tank that's quite weak in terms of its armor, you can then just load Hesh and slap the Hesh out. So this second replay is on Berlin. Like I say, we've come to this little ridgeline over here, so that we can stay hull down, and then we can keep pushing out the damage. We got a shot into that T-54's cupola earlier. We tried to get a shot into the Ruthless, couldn't quite find it. Unfortunately, we missed a shot on the Manticore. We switched to Hesh, and we are going to go after this Manticore. Now, I kind of wish I'd stuck with APCR right now, because he does just drive out, which is something that I didn't quite expect, if I'm honest. He's still pushing. We fire the Hesh straight through his turret front. For 489, again, that's where the Hesh is a beautiful thing. And we're just trying to maneuver ourselves into a position where we're away from that Ruthless. I don't want to take the hit from the Ruthless. We do take a hit from the Primo Victoria, though, who is in that corner. And now we're in a position where we've got a little ridge line in front of us, which will keep us safe from the Primo Victoria, and also will make it awkward for the Ruthless / T-54 to get any shots at us. And if anything does poke up at C3, it'll also make it difficult for them to get a shot at us as well. And as you can see, this ridgeline does keep us covered from the Primo Victoria, but also keeps us a little bit covered from the stuff like the 59 pattern, the heavy tank that's on the corner at D4 as well. It just keeps us covered from those guys. I don't really want to advance at this point, because this Primo Victoria could quite easily just pop out on farmers. And just waiting, just got to keep the patience, keep the patience. We're at 1400 damage so far with 344 assistance, and we're just staying patient. We're just waiting to see if this Primo Victoria will poke out, which he does, so we slapped the APCR round straight through. We kept APCR in case of the fact that, you never know, he might end up trying to side scrapers, anything like that, and that way the Hesh won't work, because naturally Hesh is just like HE, in that if it hits spaced armor, or if it, well, yeah, if it hits spaced armor, just like tracks, it will just explode, and it won't pen, which is awkward at times. So you got, like I say, you've got to know where and when you can pen things with the Hesh to make the most out of it. So we're changing up the dynamic now. I don't want to push the corner at D3 because I'm afraid of the Ruthless poking out and deleting us. I don't want that at all. So we're going to go through the middle here, through the little archways, and we're going to put ourselves in a position where we can shoot down this alleyway and try and get rid of these guys. We've got the Cobra T-54 in front of us. We go for the shot for the cupola. Aimed that terribly. And thankfully, RNG said, take the kill. So we take the kill. And we shut down that guy. Now we've got a shot into the cupola of the KV-4. We shut down the KV-4. Then we get shot by the 59 pattern in the side. It's like, damn you, 59 pattern, go away. We're now going to move forwards, though. We're going to move forwards to try and get away from that 59 pattern on our flank and try and help this light tank that's gone in on the AVRE. Because, well, it's an AVRE. We want to get rid of it. But the T100LT ends up shutting down that AVRE. The Lehman Russ ends up poking out. It's like, there's a Lehman Russ in that corner? What's he doing there? Oh, okay, dokie. He's coming for me. We get a nice shot into the side of him, though, and just get safe. That was just time in there. Just get safe from him. Now we're going to poke out, see if we can get a shot into the Ruthless, which we do. We trap that guy in place. But the 59 patterns come after us. It's like, oh, no. This is my death. He ends up shooting us again. We slap the APCR round through his upper plate. 334, that's a low roll. We really should load Hesh to guarantee the kill, but to be honest, I thought I was going to die. But we're panicking him. And thankfully, we end up shutting down that 59 pattern. He should have killed us there. But we just kept moving, stuck our gun into his gun, and just panicked him out of killing us. And thankfully, we shut him down. We get a nice shot there into the cupola of the Lehman Russ. That is not an easy shot to hit. So thankfully, RNG went straight through the cupola of the Lehman Russ there. He ends up getting shut down by the T100LT, and there's only one tank left on the enemy team. It is this Ruthless. Hopefully, is he going to poke out and give me a shot? Looking for the shot there. We get a nice shot through the side of him. Will we get the kill? Probably not. There's about 4 tanks chasing after him, and yeah, he gets shut down by the T100LT again. And we finished the game with a really nice total for the Earthshaker there. We finished with the epic victory. 4 kills, 4.5k damage, 344 assistance, ace tanker. We actually got a gold mark in that game. 2.1k assistance as well. A really, really nice game for the Earthshaker, and not a very nice matchup, and not the greatest of maps for it. And I'd say it's a damn solid tank. Its real big drawback is the fact that it is an exceptionally slow medium tank. It is very, very slow, and that can pull it back at times. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.
A great success!